finally. I have been ringing for hours. I was just ready to give up. Where's Audrey?
I gave her the afternoon off.
Well, what took you so long to come to the door? Oh dear. Am I interrupting something? Are you alone?
Yeah.
Well, darling, what's the matter? You don't look very happy to see me.
Oh, I'm just surprised, that's all.
Well, I called Washington a little while ago, but Lisa said you were here, so I just decided to breeze on over.
Good. I'm glad to see you. Come on in.
Well, what are you doing in town? Business? Or has the call of springtime in New York proved too irresistible?
Oh, I just felt...
Darling, have you been crying?
You know, I think it might be an allergy. You know how it is this time of year.
Do I ever? Maybe you ought to get away till the pollen blows over. Hey, do you remember that wonderful little dude ranch in Arizona where I went to recover from my last divorce? But why don't you get the senator to take a little hiatus? Oh, you'd adore it. All that sunshine and fresh air.
Desert and cactus, no thank you.
Oh. Well, what about Mallorca? I mean, it's so romantic this time of year. Ray, please. Now tell me, what in the world is the matter?
Look, Polly, it's allergies, or it's I was just peeling onions, or it's anything you want. Would you just please drop it, okay?
It's Frank, isn't it?
Hey, Frank, what's going on?
I'm sorry, Bob. What did you say?
I said, what's going on? I've been reading this report to you for the past 20 minutes, and you haven't heard a word I said. I mean, come on, man. You haven't been with it all day.
I'm sorry.
Any word from Ray?
No.
Yeah, well, that scene with Jill. Seneca getting the guards and ordering you out of the hospital. That has to have gotten to her.
Oh, sure, of course it did, but...
But what?
I was going to say it's no different than a lot of other things that have happened, but I know exactly, right?
You sorry you did it?
No. And I'm not going to apologize for it either. It's just that I never realized I'd miss her as much as I do.
You mean Ray?
Yeah. I know. It gets a little confusing, doesn't it?
For you, it does. I don't know. Maybe it's a good thing. It gives you some time to ask some questions about the whole situation.
It's not the questions I'm worried about. Now, what have you got here?
Well, this just came in from the DA's office.
Oh, how's Jack doing?
Well, I called the hospital about an hour ago. Seems like he's doing fine.
Hi. How are you feeling?
Lousy.
I'm sorry to hear that. What's wrong?
Guess.
I meant besides the obvious.
Well, beyond the fact that I was nearly killed a couple of days ago and every part of my body, including my hair, aches. I'm bored. I miss Mary. I miss Ryan. Only company I've had for the past 6 hours is a slightly deaf nurse and Mumbles out there. You met Mumbles, my bodyguard, who won't step inside the room because, as he says, those guys may come back to finish you off. I've been told that this hospital has improved since the last time I've been here, but I still don't trust this place. I hate being cooped up. And I hate being awake at 6 o'clock in the morning so they can take my temperature. And I hate having dinner every evening promptly at 5. Even though it makes no difference because everything they serve me looks just like massed yeast. And tastes worse. Can't work on my column. I can't think straight. If I do get something going, I fall asleep. To top it all off, all that's on television is reruns of I Love Lucy. I hate being in a hospital. I'm not in a good mood. You know, what's so damn funny?
I'm sorry. It's so good to see you back to your old self again. I really am sorry. I wish there was something I could do to make you feel better. Well, I guess I've done enough already.
And I knocked that off.
Hey, I do a dynamite Desi Arnaz imitation. Want to see it? Hi, honey, I'm home. Well, not too good, huh? Okay, how about I sing you a chorus of Let's Be Optimistic or Keep Your Sunny Side Up? I could show you a few card tricks. Rats, I left my deck at home. Oh, hey, I've got one. I can threaten you into a good mood.
Siobhan.
No, now listen to this. This one is sort of good, all right?
Giovanni, I want you to cheer up. And cheer up now. Or I'm gonna put both your legs in a plaster cast.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess that was really tacky under the circumstances.
You know, that was pretty good. Could you do some more of that? Huh?
No. No. I've lost the inspiration. Oops. How about a naughty limerick? There was a young lady named Alice who... You know that one, huh? Okay. In this bag, I sense the key to true happiness, the secret of the ages. A chocolate milkshake! With your own straw.
Now, that is a pretty good trick. Oh.
I thought it was something you could handle. I mean, with your teeth and everything. How was it?
Oh, terrific. I can hold it myself. Hmm?
Oh, all right.
How you doing?
I'm okay.
Come on.
Well, things aren't too terrific at home. I'm not doing so well myself. We're some team, huh?
Ah, it'll all blow over.
I don't think so. You know, when I was 10, I let Mary's parakeet out of her cage so it could be with its own. I think I'd just seen Born Free or something like that. She didn't talk to me for a month. And I think that she's a lot more fond of you than she is of that parakeet.
Yeah, well, that was a long time ago. Things change.
They haven't yet. Besides, this time I think she's right.
Hey, I told you to stop that. Now, I don't blame you for any of this.
You don't?
No.
You don't. You know, I'm kind of sorry that C&P Realty's out of our hands now. I know you didn't approve of the way I handled everything, but I like spending the time with you. And I want you to know how much I appreciate all the things that you did. You've been a real friend to me.
I'm not going anywhere. I like you too, Siobhan.
Honest?
Honest? Who else do I know that does Desi Arnaz imitations and brings me milkshakes in the hospital?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, you're smiling.
Yeah?
Yeah, not bad for a guy whose hair aches.
Jack, excuse me, would you please explain to this guy that I'm not hiding a 44 in here?
Ernie, he's okay.
You see, Ernie? No problem. Thanks. Hello. Hi. How you feeling?
Lousy.
What you have to concentrate on is not what's been taken away from you, but what you found in return.
In other words, use the senses I have left to compensate for the lack of...
No, not to compensate. Use the senses you have instead of your vision.
Aren't we arguing semantics?
Mm-mm. Attitude.
Okay. Point accepted.
Okay, let's begin.
Well, I've been ready for weeks.
The first thing you must try to do is remember this room. Use your memory. Take your time.
No, I mean, I have already done that. Sofa, coffee table, chair, telephone.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Thank you.
Though I shouldn't be surprised. It's such a beautiful house. If I lived here, I don't think I'd ever forget any part of it.
What's next?
Stand up. Okay, now be completely still and listen to the sounds of the room. Stop and listen. Tell me what you hear.
I hear the antique clock on the mantel over the fireplace.
Very good. Now, I suggest we get a smaller clock with a different voice and put it directly opposite so we'll be able to orient you by listening to the sounds of the two clocks.
Yes.
Tell me what else you hear.
I hear the cars turning the corner onto Claremont Avenue. I hear the noises from the river. That's the front of the house.
Very good. Oh, you're doing beautifully.
Well, you're a fine teacher.
I'm not doing anything more than making you conscious of what you've come to accept as part of your everyday environment. Come with me. Now, what do you smell?
The fireplace?
Good.
But we haven't had a fire on for days.
Still, the fireplace will retain a slightly distinct smell of ashes all year long, so you'll be able to know where you are by remembering the fires of last winter.
Of course.
Oh, I think this is going to work out just fine. You're obviously very bright. And more important, you're eager to learn.
Well, you make it seem so simple. It's funny, from the moment you arrived, I felt so comfortable with you. It's as if you're someone that I've known for a very long time.
I'm glad. I feel we're going to be real good friends.
You know, Mike Cardoza's been calling. He wants to know when you can find some time to discuss that commerce funding.
I told him I would get to that when I could.
Do you want me to talk to him?
No, never mind. Let Ray take care of it.
You're going to have Ray talk to him?
I guess I've gotten pretty used to her handling all those little things.
Yeah, I guess we all have.
You feel it too?
What?
She's not here.
Well, yeah, sure, I feel it. She's made herself an important part of this organization, tying up all the loose ends, finessing all the aspiring politicos, but that's not what you're talking about.
Yes, it is, partly. Oh, damn it, Bobby. What does she want me to do?
Well, what do you want to do?
Oh, sure. I could fly up to New York right now, tell her, yes, I love you, come back to Washington with me. Everything's going to be terrific. But what's it going to mean? In a week? In 2 weeks? In a month?
Do you love her?
Yes, I do. You can't accept that, can you?
No. I think Ray's an amazing learner.
Come on, Bob. Come on. Now, don't get diplomatic with me. It's okay. I know what Ray can be like. She's demanding. She's tough on people. And a lot of the time, she can be a royal pain in the neck. She's not like that all the time. And that's not the person I love. And right now, I wish she was here. You know, it's funny. When Ray and I first got involved, we promised each other that if it ever got too close or too uncomfortable for either one of us, poof, we'd pull back. No problem. That was before. Well, I guess it all goes back to Jill. It always does.
Yeah.
Probably always will. Bobby, I am trying to make myself accept the fact that whatever Jill and I had, it's over. It's over. She's married to Seneca. She's making a life of her own. I understand that, but I can't forget. I don't want to forget.
Does Ray want you to forget?
Yes, in a way she does. She says she's not asking for anything. That I should just go ahead with my life and figure out where she fits into it. Oh, it's easy, isn't it? This was going to be my nice, simple, uncomplicated relationship. I guess I never counted on falling in love with her.
You know, when I told Frank I wouldn't go back to Washington with him, I thought I was being so smart. I suppose I thought he'd say, please stay. I can forget Jill, I can. I really do love you. But he didn't. You think I'd have given up believing in happy endings?
He does love you, Ray.
I know. But why isn't that enough?
He'll come back.
Will he?
Yes.
I'm not so sure.
Darling, you know, you could put an end to this just by getting on a plane to Washington and telling Frank you're sorry you made a mistake.
No, I absolutely cannot. Not this time, Polly. Look, I need him. I want to be with him, but he has got to want me, too. Sure, I could go back there. I could make him want me. For today, for tonight, I'm very good at that. But why? So that tomorrow or in a week's time, I can turn around and find out that he's back at Jill's bedside again? So I can look in his eyes and realize he's not thinking of me? I can't.
Ray.
It hurts too much, Paul. You know, I really am good for him. It really is right. I believe that. If I didn't, I wouldn't be going through all of this. I'm not that selfish. Not that stupid. Why can't he just give up on her?
I wish I had an answer.
Okay, thank you. I guess nobody does. So, in the meantime, I just sit here and I wait and I... Damn it, I just want him to love me.
He does. You'll see, just give him time. He'll forget about Jill and you'll be back together again and it'll be better than it's ever been.
You think so?
I know so.
Then why do I feel so scared?
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What's wrong?
Guess.
Actually, he's feeling a lot better. How did you know I was here?
I didn't.
Oh, flowers are for Jack?
I hope you don't mind.
Oh, no. Not really. Actually, I'm relieved. My room's beginning to look like a funeral parlor. Jack, wasn't this nice of Wes?
Adorable.
Yeah, I just thought I'd come by and see how you're doing.
I'll live.
Well, that's good to hear. I also wanted to apologize if my column had anything to do with your being here. I still think that public knowledge of any given situation is the best protection anybody can have.
Okay.
But in this case, I admit, I think you were probably right. I was a little bit premature.
Wes, I understand that's a major concession on your part. I appreciate it, and thanks for the flowers.
Oh, don't mention it. I also have some news that might brighten up your day.
Oh?
Well, that guy whose picture you identified, he's been picked up.
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah, well, all hell's breaking loose over at the DA's office. Apparently, with the pressure from Senator Ryan's office, plus everything that's been going on around here, there's some pretty heavy stuff breaking. So I'm going to do 2 or 3 articles on the strike and its aftermath, and I've decided to devote one entire column to you. Journalist hero. Now, how about that?
Terrific. You get a Pulitzer, and I get a busted jaw.
Hey, wouldn't that be ironic?
Anyway...
Anyway, what?
I don't know. It just seemed like the right thing to say.
Actually, I was planning on doing one on you, too. You know, Riverside Zone, Joan of Arc, that kind of angle.
Oh, yes?
Yeah, except there's one problem.
What?
I still can't figure out how to spell your name. Is it S? Is there an S-H? Just an S? Well, you can teach me. How about over dinner?
I don't know.
You never give up, do you?
Hey, come on. We're talking about responsible journalism here. Besides, you owe me one, remember?
Do you mind? I really am kind of hungry.
Do what you want. You will anyway.
I'll be careful.
She will, too, damn it.
I'll stop by on my way to work tomorrow.
Right.
So, Jack, been great to see you, and I will send that column by as soon as it comes out, hot off the press.
I'll send a nurse in for a vase for the flowers.
Bye. We're leaving, Ernie. We're just leaving.
Hello, Mr. Finelli. How are we feeling today? My, aren't they beautiful?
They're yours.
Oh, no, I couldn't.
Well, then take him down to maternity. Just get him out of here.
Are you sure? They really are beautiful. Like a breath of spring.
I like winter.
Parties, boys, and drama. Oh, my. Catch up with the 5 sexy singles who are putting a new spin on Southern charm. Don't miss an all-new Southern Bells Louisville, Thursday at 10 on SoapNet.